Hello, welcome back to XCOM Enemy Within. Ironman Discord Adoptions. Number 3. I'm gonna keep thinking that it's our third attempt at like Discord adoptions, but this is the first time I'm doing it with this game, I think. Anyway, we got a mission. Let's do it. Alright. We have a higher panic level, which only goes to say that it's gonna be more helpful to impact Canada to keep their panic levels down. So it would be better to do Canada. It's also moderate difficulty though. I don't know if we want to do moderate difficulty. We don't even have like a full, like, properly fleshed out squad just yet. At least I don't feel like we do. So I kind of want to wait on the moderate difficulty stuff. So Canada can eat ass for right now. Alright, is this who he wants? Stone. Squatty Skyrim. Yeah, Woogie's gonna sit this one out. Let's go.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
Listen up. We're going to be dropping you deep in the Nigerian interior for the next operation.
So far, this is running really well. It's not like a really high frame rate or anything.
This is Big Sky. Strike Team has reached the AO. Requesting authorization to deploy.
Solid copy, Big Sky. Strike One is cleared to engage.
Oh man, I do not have great memories of these train yard maps. Main reason is because there's such long sight lines. Like, they're great for snipers, don't get me wrong. But for, like, everybody else, it's kind of hard to stay in, like, good cover. Also, you can't just hide up in one of these cars and actually have, like, good sniping potential either. Like, you have to be moved up to, like, this position. We'll move Samnus up here.
On the move.
At least for now.
Scanning.
Moving. On my way.
I'm on it, Commander.
Come get some.
I feel, Commander.
Roger that. Scanning.
Alright, Skyrim has a smoke grenade. It could be very handy.
Moving out.
Just got hot in here.
Alright, we do have vision. Not a fantastic position for night, honestly. I think I will run and gun. It's probably really dangerous.
Solid copy.
But that's the assault's job.
Alien object inside.
Alright, we didn't incur any more threat, so that's good.
X-ray neutralized.
Nice. The rest of these guys. Hopefully we get vision. If we do. Good shit.
Target eliminated.
Very nice.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, Stone, you move up.
Come get some.
Samnus,
On the move.
you move up.
Moving to Overwatch.
There could be guys in this garage over here.
Getting it done.
I'm on it, Commander.
Okay. That's what we're looking for. Come get some.
Got it covered.
Ah, man, I did not mean to do that with Samness.
Overwatch.
Eyes on the prize.
That's what I was concerned about. Alright, we lost some melds. I have a very strong inclination that there's somebody in this garage, which leads me to believe
Got it
that
covered.
I'm going to want to overwatch here.
Heading to that location.
Roger. Tracking. I feel calm. Come on. Got my eyes on.
I don't think the aliens can open up the garage door. Let's snag this
On my way.
Mills.
Got it.
Overwatch, aye
Alright, let's see what this
Heading to that
reveals.
location.
Go loud.
Hi there. Samness, take a shot. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
He's down.
How did Samness not have a shot on that? That's ridiculous.
Rolling. Roger that. Scanning.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Watch the
Ah,
side.
no. That's a lot of damage. Samness! Oh, now you have a shot. It's because he moved into visible range on his, like, last tile. So he can't really do anything else. Let's go. There we go.
Down.
Another day, another successful operation.
Alright, Skyrim took some damage, unfortunately. I knew that was a very possible move for them to take. I was very confident that Samus would have an angle on them moving into that first bit of cover that they moved to when they got popped, but apparently they were like just outside of the vision range. That sucks. Anyway, Knight has a promotion. And we have two very different abilities. Makes partial cover count as full cover. Confers bonus 2 damage with pistols. Well, I'm going to say both of these are good. Low profile, I'm pretty sure, is a... I think both of these are sniper abilities, actually. But low profile on assault is actually fantastic, because that makes it much safer for Knight to be able to run up into people's face and just point blank them to death. Absolutely gonna take that. That's really big. We have a new medal. And I think we got an urban thing. New facility available. Laboratory. Increased research speed. Okay.
Remember, we will be watching.
Medals. We have 2 medals now. What does the International Service Cross do? Bonus will per different nationality in the squad. +2 aim per continent bonus XCOM has earned. I kind of want that. That's not really going to give a lot right away. Probably long term, this is much better. This is more flavorful. I don't know. I don't know what to go with. I manually picked the last one, so I guess I'll pick this one. Let's do bonus aim. Who gets the International Service Cross? Samus could use some better aim. Stone could use some better aim. Skyrim took some damage. I don't know. I don't quite know. Alright, can't get the same medal more than once. Alright, Skyrim, I think Skyrim took some damage. And, Skyrim also got a kill. So, Skyrim, I'm gonna give this to you. Alright. We have an International Service Cross. Which, you know what? I'm gonna reserve for now. We're gonna reserve the International Service Cross. No one's really impressed me that so much in that mission. Alright, Plus rank. Alright, so we have to get more soldiers up to certain ranks before we can, unlock that stuff.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Cybernetics is almost done. Thermal generator.
Thermal generator online.
Alright. Nanofiber vests. Provides extra damage absorption. That will be important. Probably most important for Knight. Again, because, you know, he's all about putting himself in harm's way. But at the same time, if I run and gun with an assault, run and gun does not permit him to, like, throw a grenade or an optional item. He has to shoot with it. So if I want to get value out of running and gunning, it would be better to have something that's just a passive bonus, like a nanofiber vest. So I'm probably going to get that for Knight, for now. Right. I got a 9, so we're going to do experimental warfare. Nanofiber vests. Knights. By the way, I'm also going to clarify, if anybody wants specific items on their characters, just tell me. And then we'll just make that... Well, I will commit you to that specific item. That is A-okay. And you know what? Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm giving this to Knight. First thing he did in that mission is he beelined for the nearest enemy and one-shot them. So, you know, that's commendable. I'd also rather not just be sitting on the awards, if I can help it. Alright, here we are.
Cybernetic enhancement facility online.
That frame rate is not
The
beautiful.
soldiers who volunteer for mech trooper augmentation sacrifice much, but they do not leave themselves entirely behind. A mech trooper will be able to apply some of the training and knowledge from his or her previous combat specialty to the cybersuit's operation.
We'll start a genetics lab.
With this facility, we'll be able to build mechanized exoskeletal cybersuits
And augment
or
rookies.
mechs, and implant our soldiers with the cybernetic interfaces they'll need to deploy these mechs onto the battlefield.
Okay, so I forgot about that. someone needs to have been upgraded at least once. So once we get, like, a surplus of soldiers, or we complete a mission where we, like, get rewarded with a sergeant or something, then we can put them into a mech trooper. But for now, it doesn't look like we're able to do that just yet.
Excavation complete.
Council report is in 3 days. So let's make sure we're actually saving. I don't think it's necessary to deploy any satellites, but when it comes up. Experimental Warfare, Foundry available for construction. Reaper rounds, Flashbang Grenade, Phoenix Cannon. Alright. Next 3. Motherfucker. I hate when that happens. Okay, I think it's recording properly. My headphones are really sensitive to the headphone jack that I have them plugged into for some reason. A complaint I have about my computer is that the front panel headphone jacks don't seem to work at all, which is fucking bullshit. I'll have to look into that. But anyway, so yes, rolling the dice. For 3, we'll go up through 15. Anything higher, we'll roll. 7. That is beam weapons. That's actually pretty good tech to get out of the way. Beam weapons would be a very nice upgrade. Alright, council report. So, situation room. Oh, fuck. Alright, nobody's panicking yet. In fairness, nobody's panicking yet. Once they're at, like, 5 bar, then it's a problem. If they're at 4 bar, I think we can live with that. Yeah. Okay. I did just save, right? Alright, let's see.
Incoming transmission.
We are extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far, Commander.
Commander.
Your recent results were beyond our expectations, and that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
Alright.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Commander. Alright, something we absolutely will have to do with that money we just got is buy a satellite.
Commander, our current satellite uplink facilities are at full capacity. We should build additional uplinks as soon as possible to allow for new satellite deployments.
Do I want Phoenix cannons?
From what little I've seen of their technology, if the aliens were intent on conquering Earth, there's not much we could do to stop them. I'm guessing they have something else in mind.
Edit loadout, Phoenix cannon. Hopefully, there's no issue with that.
Commander, we've got another contact. The signature is a little bigger this time, though.
We're ignoring it.
We haven't scrambled.
Alright, we can start giving people genetics upgrades.
Fighters to intercept the latest UFO contact. Let's hope it doesn't do any serious damage.
It will. It probably will. Alright, once again, we can't, well, this is for, mech augmenting.
I appreciate your
Is it the
efforts to
gene
support
lab?
the research team, Commander.
Alright,
I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
so this is kind
This
of...
facility will be the nerve center of our genetic modification program. Our soldiers will receive entirely new capabilities, making them more effective on the battlefields than ever before. As we improve our understanding of alien genetics, the range of available modifications will expand. Commander, The genetics lab is now prepped and fully staffed. We can begin genetic modification of our soldiers on your order.
Okay, so I have 2 issues with how meld is implemented in this game. One is that there's just random objects scattered into every map with random timers that cause them to expire. That's just totally not an organic implementation of how this rare resource can be collected. Some enemies apparently drop meld from what I understand, but just finding them in expiring canisters on the battlefield over what would otherwise constitute like a few minutes of in-game real time is just ridiculous. The other part of it that I dislike is that whereas mech troopers are like a fixed commitment, where you commit to a mech trooper and that character permanently has that skill tree for the rest of the game. With gene mods, once a character is gene modded, they can unlock all gene mods. As far as I'm aware, you don't have to pick and choose which gene mods you get. I think it's possible to give every character every gene mod. So I think I'm going to artificially limit myself somehow, because I don't want to just stack all the gene mods on one character. Gotta make it a little bit balanced. Or at least I think everyone can only have like one optical gene mod, one skin gene mod. I forget how it works. Let's see. Let's check night. Okay, yeah, so we actually do have a choice, but like you can give them so many upgrades. Alright, at the moment we have a choice between depth perception, height advantage confers additional aim and crit chance, or confers additional aim on any shot after a miss. After a miss, huh? I don't know about that. But depth perception, height advantage gains bonus aim and crit chance. We can give that to Samnus.
I'll have the selected volunteer sent to surgical prep immediately. Once the genetic modification is complete, I will notify you directly.
Alright, we're gonna be fucking around with Samnus's genes here.
Valuable in advancing our theories on genetics.
Did you shut up?
We are on the threshold of a new kind of warfare. Our soldiers were already humanity's best warriors. Now, as we learn from our fallen enemies, we can make their strengths our own.
Alright, Samnus is our first guinea pig. Got that new little icon around them now. And they're sleeveless! The practical consequence of being gene modded is it tears away your sleeves. Anyway, can we change your armor deco? And give you some like shoulder plates, kinda, sorta. We'll do that. There we go.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
We have our next mission. Let's do it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.